There's been quite a big Sims 4 update today, and I would say it's probably one of the biggest, most maybe controversial ones that they've ever done. I have been, by the way, away from YouTube for about a week now because I've had a really severe throat. I'm going to upload a video on my vlog channel, but it's not looking very good, being honest, but I really wanted to record today's video. So we've got a free base game update and we will go over that. We've also got an update to some packs, including Enchanted by Nature and, okay, something called a pack selector. So EA have done a huge trailer bigging up this brand new update, and they've basically added, I'll start it from the beginning, they've basically added stuff for old people like wrinkles, but they've also added freckles, they've added stretch marks. So it's an update for the smaller details, so they can see, you know, face and body freckles that they've decided to add to the base game in this skin update. I think they're calling it eye bags and mouth wrinkles, so you can now show off your sad and tired millennial eyes. And you can see they've also got dark spots here that you can put on your face, and then they've got age spots and body wrinkles for your Sims, and you can see they're showing off a lot of outer Sims for these here. And then we're going to look at them in gameplay, by the way. There's also rosacea, though I can't see that very well. I don't think they did a good job because I can't really see it. They've also added stretch marks. Did we have stretch marks before? I can't remember, to be honest. If they have, I haven't seen it before, but anyway, there we go. And they've just got Sims cringily dancing. I don't know where we would find they did add a new category called skin effects, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys noticed this. Under accessories, as in clothing accessories, go to skin effects and they've actually got like gloss. I don't know if any of you guys knew that they added this because I haven't actually spoken about it for my channel. Anyway, I'm assuming, is it under face skin details? To be fair, I complained. Did you guys see my video where I was like top 10 cash grabby things EA did in The Sims 4 and they paywalled freckles? Well, apparently they've unpaywalled freckles and they've given us some new ones. So you can see here there's some dark spots. I wonder what would happen if you changed the skin color. Does it change the spots? Do you know what I mean? Does it? I think the spots worked. Like they change with the skin color. Are these new freckles? Potentially. Because yeah, I've always found it funny, like growing together comes with like skin marks, but like why did they put skin details in premium content? Like how stupid. Instead of like creating brand new assets, all they needed to do is bring all of the skin details from the packs into the base game. That's all they really needed to do. Like if you want freckles exactly here on your face, you require the Sims Will Grow Together. Like shut up. But if you want a freckle here, you require the Get Famous pack. Like it's so stupid. So it's good that they've added more skin details. It is just like elder stuff. So if you want acne, you'll need, I think Parenthood, I forgot. If you want a skin detail on your forehead, you require Growing Together. But if you want a skin detail here, a lot of this vitiligo and stuff is from before. It's really hard to tell like what's new. Do you know what I mean? We've also apparently got body stretch marks and stuff. We've got body scars. It's not under there. I'm assuming it's under skin details. Oh, they've added freckles here. That's a lot of body freckles, and you've got some different versions of it. Okay, now they've added stretch marks, but where are they? I don't know. Let me get rid of the freckles. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the way the stretch marks look totally. I think they look, oh look, there's a saggy bum, so you can make it look like she's got cellulite. That's probably realistic actually, isn't it? So yeah, they've got loads of stretch marks and things, haven't they? Maybe you could use it on like a chubby sim. I don't know. I think stretch marks happen to everyone, don't they, to be honest? I've got a load of stretch marks, and yeah, this is for age skin. So I think if you're an elder, for example, it makes your elders, I guess, look a little bit more natural, because if I remove all of this, you can see the difference. And then if I start to add it, oops, anyway, okay, whatever, you saw that, so that's fine. But next we've got an interesting side of the update. So firstly, I just want to say they've allegedly done a performance update for The Sims 4, and allegedly quite a big performance update. So it's going to make people with certain hardware and certain graphic settings run a lot smoother in the game, allegedly. And if you own The Sims 4 Growing Together, you will know that ailments were very, very annoying. They tuned them down so that your Sims weren't getting sick constantly, but it wasn't enough. Well, they've added a setting now in the in-game menu where you can actually enable or disable ailments spreading from Sims to another sim. I didn't even know they could spread, so that actually really surprised me. Now, here is a more interesting thing, which I've said for a while now, The Sims 4 literally can't cope with having that many packs installed at once. Like the game, it just can't run. It's getting a little bit silly. So I said in The Sims 3, okay, it has a pack selection where you either activate or deactivate certain packs from your game in order to make it run smoother. And they actually recommend you only have one pack at a time for The Sims 3. Well, I've been begging for them doing this for The Sims 4 so the game actually runs smoother for people who own a lot of packs, and they have listened to me. So because this game's a pile of trash and can't run very well, if you go in settings, you can see pack selection and it says customize your experience by selecting which packs to load. Disabling packs removes their specific content such as hair, clothing, objects, and gameplay functions from saved games. We recommend only disabling packs when starting a new save game to avoid any unintended loss of content and progress. Keep in mind, the confirmation progress may take longer as more packs are selected. So you can see I have basically all of them apart from some of the like random kits. So I could just say I can finally get rid of my first pet stuff. Yes, I can. Goodbye. A restart may be required, and then it just does like a loading thing. So they haven't explicitly said, like, don't you think it's so funny that EA's like, we know you don't like most of our content, so we'll let you disable it. It's just so funny. Anyway, so you can disable certain packs. I recommend doing this if you have all of the packs. If you have packs that you genuinely don't play with anymore, like, you know, Jungle Adventure, Werewolves, I don't know, Movie Hangout stuff, like any older packs that you don't really play with anymore. Especially, I would say mostly game packs and expansion packs. Chop off all of the ones that you no longer use, the ones that you don't like and you don't care about. You might find that your game runs faster, but obviously it won't work very well on a pre-existing save. If you do it on a pre-existing save, it will probably end up causing bugs and glitches. But if you're doing it on a brand new save and you just want to get rid of a lot of the older packs you know for a fact that you won't use, I think it's a great way to maybe speed up your game. I think it's really interesting because as The Sims 3 I don't know if any of you guys played The Sims 3, but it got so weighed down by all of the packs that it got to the point where it's like the game just could not function with all of the packs installed. So they literally told you to deactivate all of the packs apart from just one pack at a time in order to make sure the game runs smoothly. It seems like maybe they're doing the same thing with The Sims 4 now, where they're kind of they haven't actually said why you would want to deselect certain packs. They've simply just said to customize your experience, which I think is really vague wording. But I think what they're not admitting to, but they probably should admit to, is the fact that the game doesn't run very well, even with I mean, it does run okay with 0 packs still, but it's not perfect, but it does certainly run better. I've done many videos in the past where I've just played with the base game only, and it's ran so much smoother because I just haven't had any packs. So maybe we should trial it for a video one day to uninstall all packs apart from one and see if it actually makes a difference. So I really want you guys to give me your opinions about this and let me know honestly, will you be disabling any packs, or do you have pack ego where it's like you want to keep them all installed? For me, I have all of my Sims 3 packs installed, but I do have mods in order to make it run better. You can't really get these kinds of mods for The Sims 4, but EA are working and trying to make the game better, like with the performance updates that they've done today. I feel weird about it because it's like you shouldn't have to disable all of your packs in order to make the game work. EA just shouldn't have released them all. I think they've been very irresponsible in terms of like selling you all these products and now saying, actually, maybe you shouldn't use all these products anymore. Maybe you should deactivate the things that you've spent your money on because we've released too many. Do you know what I mean? They haven't said that. It just feels like that's what they're saying, and I just don't like it. I would rather they were just honest and said your game may run smoother if you disable certain packs on a brand new save. Anyway, I don't want to be too doom and gloom, so I also want to talk about some positive things as well, which is 2 new kits. And you're probably thinking, Satch, kits are so cash grabby. Yes, they are. But I like kits because they're the only form of microtransaction in The Sims 4 that feels optional. I feel like a lot of expansion packs, game packs, and stuff packs, they don't feel very optional because they always lock something really fundamental behind them. But with kits, they truly do just feel something that's totally optional and you don't always need them. Even I don't own all the kits as a Sims YouTuber. In fact, most Sims YouTubers outside of the Creator Network don't bother buying kits. I think I'm one of the only ones that actually buys them all. So there's that for you, just for some context. And I haven't looked at these because I've been away because of my poorly throat anyway. We've got Peacemaker Grange Mudroom and Cryptic Sim Essential Glam. These are 2 brand new creator kits coming to the game. I'm already thinking Essential Glam, like, do you really need like makeup? Like, is it going to make a difference? I personally don't think I'm going to bother with that one. We've got Peacemaker Grange Mud. What is a mudroom and what is a grange? These feel like some kind of like obscure American words that I just don't understand. Right, a grange is a country house with farm buildings apparently attached, right? What's a mudroom? A small room or entryway, like a Porsche. A boots room, a place where you store muddy footwear. So this is where it gets confusing because in the British English, we call it like you have like a special door in front of your door. You can see like in this picture on the right. This is, I think, the British what we call a mud room, but we call it a porch, which I know is different to American porch. I'm actually just looking online now for leaked images of the kits. I'm really surprised images haven't leaked because normally they always do. I'm just looking at the comments because normally the comments are quite ratty and entertaining. I'll also get IRL Wrinkles update by the time The Sims 5 releases. A correction, you'll actually be in the grave. Someone said please fix full rent. It's been 2 years. That is 100% valid. Most people are saying it's all good, but some people have mentioned the rosacea is not actually red enough. I did think that in the trailer, so let me just have a look. Rosacea is like what you get on your cheeks, isn't it, right? I'm gonna make my sim like the palest white that we can get just so we can see the rosacea very clearly. That's more yellow. Is there like a pinky? Hang on. Let's make it pinky. This menu's so disorganized, so I can't really find anything that's necessary. That's like that's not rosacea, is it? That's like vitiligo, not vitiligo, like birthmarks. Is that supposed to be? Oh, this is supposed to be rosacea. This looks more like contouring instead of rosacea. Do you know what I mean? Well, if I tested it on on dark skin, it looks very weird. Yeah, I don't think they did a good job with the rosacea. I will be honest. So I agree with that one. Not that I think most of us will use it. I feel like when it comes to skin details, most people don't. It's normally the people who take like screenshots for Tumblr and stuff that do them. So let's be brutally honest, none of us ever really go into the skin details category. I know some of you do, that's fine, but most people don't, let's be real. So I don't think it's a huge issue for me personally, and I will never ever use this update after today. Never, ever, ever. So who needs a game that's working and fixed packs when you can just have rosacea and stretch marks? Not to say that they haven't tried to fix The Sims 4, but realistically, I don't think it will ever be truly fixed. I think they would just need to move on to the next Sims game being realistic, but they won't because they want the money. Because people are still buying Sims 4 packs. That's fair enough. They're a business, I get it. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think of today's update. I don't really care personally. I'm more excited for the 2 kits that are coming out. Well, the build kit, not the makeup kit. That's not for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one.